Welcome to this segment of the Self-Development Pillar discussion on the Help We Need podcast, where we aim to empower health. My name is Fumike, and I have over 17 years of international human resource experience, some good dose of thriving through humble beginnings, and a fair experience of knowing that you and I need to be told we're beautiful, we can make it, and there is so much ahead of us if only we believe in our ability to do better. So today, we take on the simple yet tricky topic of self-development. What is self-development? Self-development is the conscious and purposeful efforts individuals make to enhance their personal and professional skills, knowledge, and abilities. In a working context, it involves acquiring new competencies, improving existing ones, and fostering a proactive mindset to excel in one's career. Why do you need self-development? We've already answered that question. You need self-development so you can become a better version of yourself. But to what end? You most likely need to support yourself financially because you need to keep your body and soul together. And this may be an opportunity to enhance your economic status and or support your family or household. It could also be a means to being a responsible citizen who is able to support the less privileged in society. So, do you need to go back to school, finish your education, learn a trade or be promoted at work, or start something new? In my perspective, this is all good, but knowing you and where you are helps you take those steps to find what works best for you. Self-development comes from having the confidence in your ability to evolve and grow beyond your limitations or current status. It is the starting point to finding your true self, making peace with the version of you, and accepting that you can evolve. As women, we need to know that we can evolve, even if we have made some silly mistakes or choices. We can always turn the tides and reshape our destiny. So if you're listening to this podcast and you feel accomplished or need to give yourself a lift, or you're seeking to be a better version of yourself, then you're tuned into the right place. As women, we're very crucial members of our families, households, communities, and society. Every single day is an opportunity for us to be better. When you're in the capacity of supporting your family or you're being supported, there is always room for improvement. So right now, you may be a single mother, you may be a young mother, you may be single, you may be an older woman, or just coming into that place where you're beginning to find yourself, having to be better at what you do or wanting to elevate your platform is nothing to feel shame or struggle about. We're all open to learning or unlearning old habits, and it's okay as women not to be perfect. The truth is, nobody's perfect, even with the finest makeup or the best attire. Every day, you and I, all women, have the opportunity to grow into a better version of ourselves. The commitment I need from you today, as we delve into the topic of self-development, is to promise yourself that you're not going to compare yourself with others to your detriment. You are unique, your learning pace is unique, your personality is unique, and yes, you are you, and you can be better. The best advice we can ever get or be told is that every one of us, in some shape or another, needs to carve out a space for ourselves to be nurtured and to grow into a better version of ourselves. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. So I'm going to start by asking some critical questions as we dig into the topic of self-development. The questions are similar to what you would need to answer if your teacher, manager, trainer, counselor, coach, or sometimes even your parents may ask you. I call this the self-development plan discussion. I will also encourage you to do some checks with trusted friends or family members before unpacking the version of you that highlights your strengths and areas of development. So let's start with the following questions that you should have on your checklist. How can you describe yourself? Are you reserved or introverted? Do you have a lively and bubbly personality? Or are you an extrovert? Or maybe you're a combination of both? My next question. What do you do for a living or at a job? Are you a professional, a trader, a craftsperson, a cleaner, a cook, or maid, or homemaker? What do you do well and most likely enjoy doing? This is another question. And to answer the question of what you do well and most likely enjoy doing, you most likely will be picking on your areas of strength. Another question. What feedback have you received that you can think of to help improve and enhance yourself? Again, be ready to receive some constructive feedback telling you about what you don't do so well and some positive feedback. Remember, no one is perfect, and feedback is a gift you give yourself if you're looking at moving from point A to B. My next question. Where do you see yourself in the next 2 to 5 years? And how will you get there? For example, maybe you're currently a desk receptionist. Where do you see yourself in the next 1 to 2 years? And in the longer term, where do you see your career headed? Or what role do you see yourself in, say, 5 to 8 years' time? My next question. What community or support group can keep you accountable and challenge you to be a better version of yourself? You will need a trusted few in your life who genuinely want the best for you and are constantly challenging you to be a better version of yourself. Could that be your sister, aunt, mother, brother, spouse, friend, mentor, or coach? The list is endless. If we're honest with ourselves, we know the people we can approach or share specific personal details with, and we know those we can't share those details with. For example, people you shouldn't be talking about your self-development with are people who constantly tell you you can't do it. But what are you thinking? Self-development discussions should not be shared with such people who criticize you or discourage you because they will only help you see why you cannot do it without offering advice on what you can do to make yourself better. So, the big question or the big ask for you is to check out the few 2 to 3 people that you can share critical things about yourself with and get their constructive feedback. If you're still listening, I congratulate you on staying tuned to this point so far. I believe you're really serious about your self-development after all. Awesome. So check out my next video to see how I respond as an HR professional to the above questions and share some responses that will empower you. Stay tuned in and keep on listening to Empower Her, the Help We Need podcast, so you can be empowered and empower her.